Yes, people, it's your boys. We're back again. The back page.
Different settings again.
Different settings, bruv. This is the theme, bruv.
Different settings, bruv.
Different settings, bruv. As long as Boris keeps us locked down, you will see us in a different location.
Might see us
different location, bruv.
Might see us in changing room,
bruv.
in a football pitch.
You know what I mean? Right now we're sitting in a skate park. And some skater dude, Sam has got his hat backwards.
You know.
But fam, what are you telling me?
Obviously the Euros have started.
The Euros have started,
and it started quite decent, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't looking forward to this Euros. I thought it was just gonna be like, bruv. I was looking forward to seeing football in general, like just because summer, like there was nothing else going. But I wasn't really excited for this Euros as much as I've been like in previous years.
No,
for some reason.
I hear you. I think I kind of agree with you on that. I think mainly for me, I was just waiting to see the big countries play, see how they perform, see how the likes of certain players performing, and and see what happens really. So I can see what you're saying. But to be fair, it's been quite surprising.
It has.
There's been a few good games.
There has been.
To be fair,
for me, I feel like of these first opening, like game week 1, whatever they want to call it, I'll say there's only been kind of 2-3 underwhelming games. The Spain game, for me, that was dry. That was dry, man.
I don't think it was that dry. I think people are saying the Spain team and the games are dry because of people not used to seeing
them play that way.
No, I think that they've always played that way.
Okay.
But I think certain players. So when you're looking at their squad, you're not seeing Iniesta, you're not seeing the Xavis, you're not seeing the David Silvas, the Fernando Torreses.
But even aside from that, it just doesn't feel like Spain.
But I feel like Spain still kept the same fundamentals, passing and moving. In terms of maybe scoring and attack-wise, it was a bit underwhelming. But I think in terms of them keeping the basics and how they play, I think they played absolutely amazing. Obviously, it was 0-0.
0-0.
I mean, yeah, man. I think that's just football for you.
It's football. But before we get into like all the other games, might as well just start off with England because it's coming on and we're in England, so we have to start off with England.
Come on.
So what were you saying? That Croatia game, England got the W. It was 1-0. Who was it? Sterling that scored. Calvin Phillips with the assist. A lot of people didn't expect him to start. He started, and for me, Sterling got the goal, but for me, I feel like Calvin Phillips in that match was the best player, in my opinion.
I agree. I feel like him and Sterling really played well in that game.
He did.
To be fair, all around, apart from maybe Carl Walker, the whole team actually did well. Actually, and Kane as well. Kane
had a quiet game,
was missing, and instead of maybe like he would at Tottenham, if he's not getting the ball, he would join in and try and make things happen. He didn't really do that
like
per se. I think he was waiting for things to come to him instead of bringing the game to him. But I think Sterling and Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips really surprised me. Even though I've seen him play this season a bit, but I didn't see him that much. But he actually he played very well. He got an assist. But then now the question is now that he's played well, and these things, is Gareth Southgate going to keep the same team playing, or is he going to now change it up?
That's the next thing I wanted to get into, the lineup, because ahead of that Croatia game, there was a lot of talk with that lineup. I mean, the main thing that stood out was the fact that Trippier started at left back. And a lot of people were thinking, for me, I was more the stance that he's a man, he knows what I'm going like. You're not going to start like a right back at left back if there wasn't a reason. And now it's come out that, who was it, Shaw or Chill, both of them or something like that had injuries or something that was going on like that. So
both left backs have had injuries. That's a bit.
It's a bit mad.
It's a bit interesting.
It's a bit mad.
But then now, going into Friday's game tomorrow.
Against Scotland.
Let's be honest, it's a slight derby.
It's a derby.
So does he now keep the same team to build momentum and show that he believes in them, or does he completely change the whole team, or maybe midfield and up top to really show England's what's the word? England's
attacking prowess.
That's the one. You know, because obviously everyone's talking about the Jack Grealish coming to play, Jadon Sancho, which we didn't see, and Rashford. That I think we saw him come on that second half and stuff like that. But does he start with those guys and take the game to Scotland off the bat?
That's what I feel like he does. I feel like this game against Croatia, he was very calculated. He played Rice and Calvin Phillips. He played, again, the Man City players. Every Man City player played in that thing because they're used to pressing.
Yes.
It was a hot day as well, so you needed to be fit. That's why I feel like Sancho didn't play in that game. And Rashford as well, because these guys attack and don't necessarily track back as much kind of thing. But against Scotland, I feel like he's gone.
This one should be no mercy, innit?
This one, I want to see blood. Like, I want us to go out. I'm sorry, you guys are bros. Like, shout out McTominay and them, man. Listen, shout out you, man. But listen, I want to see blood, bruv. I want to see
this one. I think that you can't go into this game calculated. You can't. This game, I think that man have to go into this game saying we're England. We've got Kane, we've got Raheem Sterling, we've got Rashford, we've got Jadon Sancho. All of these men that are big in their clubs. And they need to. Gareth Southgate has to tell them in that changing room, we are England.
100.
They are Scotland, and we need to boss it.
100%. You know, I totally agree with that.
So it's going to be a very interesting game. England, like I said, England should come out of this group on top. But obviously now, where the issues lie is who they get after now. That's where the big issue lies in this whole thing.
Okay, talking of actually, before we even get into that, in fact, actually, because one of the main things as well from that first game with the England game was Sancho being left out of the 23 man. So I think it was Sancho. Anyway, and the other guys in it. Sancho was left out, and again, a lot of people brought up like the question that, is it because he plays in the Bundesliga and the Bundesliga is not as appreciated as the Premier League, and this has always been a conversation.
I don't think it is because we saw Jude Bellingham come on, so I don't think that it was to do with him being in the Bundesliga, because again, this season, Sancho, in the second half of the season, he killed it. I think he got 20 goals and assists, I think, or maybe a bit more.
Like 13 goals, 20 assists, something like that.
Anyway, so I think my speculation, me being a United fan, I think that maybe they're trying to get that deal done. So maybe it's a case where try and get that deal done, so his mind can be at rest, so he knows if he's going back to Germany or if he's staying in England to go to Manchester. So hopefully tomorrow I want to see Sterling and Sancho and Kane. That's what I would like to see. So hopefully, I don't think it's anything to do with where he's playing, because like we said, we see Jude Bellingham play, come on. Seen Trippier come from Spain, so that can't really be an excuse.
See, this is why I like talking to people that know about football. I've come to a conclusion in the year 2021 that I'm not just debating football with anybody, because bruv, like, people just talk out their arse, like they don't deep everything. They just feel, I don't know, like, they picture football like black and white, and that's it. Like, it's
obviously there's very different factors.
Do you know what I mean?
Different factors, So I think it's definitely what's going on in his club side of football that might be a bit unsettling, and maybe Gareth Southgate wants to protect him in terms of if he does have a bad game, he doesn't want to, the media like they've done with Calvin Phillips, which I think is very disgraceful.
Very disgraceful.
I mean, why can't you just praise a young, talented boy? You don't have to bring in his personal endeavours into football. Now, I just think to do that it's a low blow. I don't know why the media can't, actually no, the newspapers, I don't know why they can't just keep their footballing opinions on the pitch.
You know what I mean? I don't understand why there's always, his dad is this, or his mum is this, or he got this tattoo, or this or that. Like, bruv, listen, the guy performed that. Shouldn't it be praised that you're trying to like give this person? Like, why are you trying to not? I don't get it.
No, I agree. I think that we need to just. I think pundits, again, newspapers, we need to actually, well, not we, they need to just keep it on the pitch. Like, yes, if you hear Calvin Phillips has done something off the pitch that isn't in line with football, then maybe you can say certain things. But to actually bring someone down a peg or two after having one of the best games of his career, he set up a goal for England. I think it's a bit disappointing, and I think that the newspaper should be ashamed of themselves.
For real. On a level, you've got everyone watching.
Boycott
mainstream media.
Yeah, man.
Listen, support Backpage and everyone else that's creating content. You know what I mean?
People that are making.
Boycott mainstream media.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, let's talk about some of the other teams as well. Do you know what? We'll start off with like the favourites, France. They played against Germany, which was arguably the match everyone was looking forward to. We saw a lot of tech in that match. A lot of tech. France got the win, 1-0.
I thoroughly enjoyed that game. France are just too strong.
They are. I'm not gonna lie.
Obviously, it's a shame that the game was decided by an own goal.
Yeah.
But aside from that, even though it was end-to-end stuff to a degree, but France are just way too strong.
I mean, just a different grade.
Their depth in squad is absolutely ridiculous. And that young boy, Mbappe,
Kylian,
is absolutely a ridiculous player.
I mean, ridiculous. He's
his
fake.
Pace is fake.
It's fake, bro. I don't understand. This guy, like I said, bro, this guy just goes 0-100. There's no acceleration. Just jump, bow, and he's left you, bro.
The Flash.
Left you.
That's what it's start calling him. The Flash.
The Flash. He's actually Flash,
the
bro.
Flash.
The real Flash,
because I mean, that last-ditch tackle that Hummels made on him. How he even got to that ball anyway, I will never know.
Yeah.
How he even played. He really stretched Germany. I don't think Germany really had an answer for him.
Didn't.
I think towards the end of the game, that's when they wanted to come and now do double team.
Yeah.
But I think by that time, it was too late.
Yeah.
But yeah, Germany can brush other teams. I think Germany are a dark horse. I think Germany is a dark horse of the Euros.
Yeah.
But right now, if France can play like this, in the latter stages of the competition,
then
I don't see anyone beating them.
I heard that.
I really actually don't see anyone beating them.
I do hear that. With that being said, then who else is in that group? You got Portugal in that group as well. So Portugal, they won their first game.
CR7 breaking a record.
Yeah, CR7 breaking a record, all-time top scorer in the thing in the Euros, and this is his 5th Euros as well, which is mad when you do it. It's crazy stuff.
You don't give Ronaldo enough credit.
I don't think so.
I think Ronaldo is the greatest scorer of all time. The guy is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
The game was a bit dry. Portugal should have won that game anyway.
Yeah.
But they won the game in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. Nah, for real, yeah.
Like Ronaldo was missing, but
last 5
he's
minutes,
a big time player.
Then,
and he just bangs.
So
that is their saving grace. Obviously, you got the Brunos of the world, you got the Jotas that are in the squad.
Jota's really trying to prove a point.
Yeah, he has to.
I don't know where he's trying to displace Ronaldo or what he's trying to do. Like,
I don't think he's trying to replace Ronaldo, but I think he knows that now that he's moved from Wolves to Liverpool,
he needs to be.
Now that the fact that Liverpool they think that you're standard that you should be playing top flight football. Okay. So if you're playing top flight football and you're now in your international teams competition, you need to match that.
Yeah, you need to.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, you need to match that, and if he does match that, you're now bringing that confidence back to your club.
Yeah.
And start off where he left off really. But yeah, I think that game was a bit dry. But I don't. Is Portugal gonna come out of that group? I really don't know. I don't know. I don't see Portugal beating Germany.
Do you know what is funny? Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a tight game, a very, very tight game. I feel like it could go either way, you know.
Unless we see Ronaldo turn it up.
I feel like
maybe.
I feel like he is going to as well.
But
like,
as a team,
Germany I feel, yeah, they've got. I say Germany have got more cohesion. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like Portugal have more guys that could just do stuff. Like Bruno could just all of a sudden just hit it 30 yards. But Jota can just do something like
here's
that.
The question about
Bruno. And then there's still João Felix that we haven't even seen yet. They still have guys. that we haven't even.
Bruno. The question on everyone's lips right now: is Bruno a big time player?
I feel like it.
Does he rise to the occasion? Because there's certain games that we have seen Bruno play where he should be rising to the occasion, and he doesn't really. Kind of goes missing a bit, or by his frustration, he tries to take the game by the scruff of the neck. But it could be a gentleman to his passions to the game, innit?
Yeah.
But I don't know if Portugal are coming out of that group.
I mean, time will tell. Time will tell. With Portugal, for me, I feel like you can't discredit that guy, CR7, bruv.
No, the greatest scorer of all time.
So I'm looking forward to that Germany game. You know?
Very arguably to even say the best ever to do it.
Yeah.
And the stats and trophies and what he's done for the game backs it up.
Cool. Let's go to one of the other favourites, Belgium, as they are called. What they called? I just found out that their nickname is the Red Devils. So yeah, which one is the real Man United? But we don't even know about.
No, the real Red Devils.
He's the real Red Devils.
The real Red Devils are in Manchester. Lukaku and them man ain't got nothing. Lukaku should be playing for Congo, bro.
You know like that, bro. You know like that.
But they've started off the competition well.
Yeah.
Lukaku has started where he's left off in terms of goal scoring.
Yeah, man.
He's won the league.
Is it safe to say top goal scorer? He's a shout for top goal scorers in this thing, in this Euros.
Potentially. To be fair, we did forget to even mention his name.
We forgot to mention
his name. I can't lie, we did.
I'm not gonna lie. After it, I was like,
I have to put up my hands. Maybe I'm a bit of a hater. Maybe I'm still holding a bit of feelings, but I can't discredit what Lukaku brings to any type of team in terms of physical presence, his hunger. He even looks very trimmed as well. He looks like a threat.
He does.
Is he going to be top goal scorer? Potentially, maybe. But again, like you're saying, got CR7, Kylian, Haaland, Lewandowski. We've got all of these kind of players, and I'm even still seeing these little unrecognizable players that I haven't.
Not even there, bruv. I just remembered too. Haaland is not even there.
Well, they're not at the Euros.
No.
Oh, look
at that.
Oh,
I just deeped it again. Yeah.
Oh, see, look at that. I'm there talking about Haaland.
He was there last week.
Can you imagine?
We was it last week. We forgot Lehmann was actually in it. But and then now we're playing Haaland.
You see, look at that. But okay, since Haaland's not there, but the other players that we've mentioned, I'm not to say that they're more of a threat, but I feel like some of them players are more composed than Lukaku.
Fair enough. For me, I'm still putting my money on Lukaku when I deep it now, actually, because in that Belgium squad, he has to be the guy that scores.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He has to.
100%. He's banged into. I think his confidence is sky high at the minute. So yeah, man. I hope he does well.
I think it's safe to say that Belgium should go through in that group.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Okay, now we're getting to a team that, for me, I deem them as the underdog of this tournament.
Okay.
The first team through to the knockout stages. Italia, bruv. Italy. Under Mancini. Are we forgetting that in these Euros, I think there's only 2-3 managers that, for me, actually have experience. You know what I mean? Like experience. And I feel like that experience is showing in the way they play. They're not playing like traditional Italy. And that's where I feel like it's a bit scary. They've got all of these now kind of nippy, fast players. Like, they've got Insigne, they've got this Locatelli guy, Immobile, but all of these guys that they're not traditional Italian players.
No, I hear you. Italy should make it out their group. Now, the question is who they get in the latter stages.
Yeah.
So whoever they get in the latter stages, then we'll kind of know. Okay, if it's in the last 16 or whatever it is, if they get someone that is maybe on their level or a bit lower than them, they should win. But when it gets to the latter stages, I don't think that I don't see them beating the likes of Belgium if Belgium do get through. I don't see them beating the likes of France, Spain. That'll be a good game. That'll be a good game. That will actually be a good game. They should beat Spain just on the basis of I feel like they're more together. I don't feel like Spain. You can see a little cohesion there. But you know, when you have people like Morata up top, it's a problem.
You know what I mean?
But I don't see them winning the Euros. Sorry, I don't see them winning the Euros. I feel like there's other teams that are way stronger. To be fair.
No, I heard that. But is it? Can we call them underdogs? Can we give them that underdog thing? Because again, they weren't a favourite. They weren't a team that anyone was really looking like they're gonna do anything in this tournament. But they are looking like they could possibly. I know they haven't played against a stronger team, the strongest teams. I think it was their first game. Turkey, and then Switzerland yesterday, 3-0 in both games.
And then we still have them to see them to have them to play
Wales as well,
So really and truly, Wales and Italy should come out of that group. It should be interesting to see how they play against Wales. Now, when we see them play against Wales, then you can kind of gauge, okay, like, they mean business. I think Turkey, you expect them to beat Turkey. Switzerland, they play Switzerland. They play Switzerland. They beat Switzerland quite comfortably as well. So if they do beat Wales comfortably, then we might, then it's like, then they might be underdogs to really like upset a few countries.
I hear that. I'm trying to think have we covered all the kind of traditionally big teams?
Well, let's talk about Wales.
That's why let's talk about some of these home nations. We mentioned Scotland. What do you think about Wales?
Wales don't have a chance in hell. Let's
usually even fall down this ramp, man.
Let's just call a spade a spade,
fam.
Wales do not have a chance in hell. Like, Ramsey, Bell, they're the only people that, and maybe the odds here and there. They should come out of that group just because they got their win yesterday. Now they do either need to beat Italy and rely on other games to see how that goes, isn't it? Correct?
Because Italy on 6. Wales I think on 4. They drew their first one, right?
Yes.
They drew the
Wait, did they draw?
Or did they lose?
That
one's there.
I have to go and check that one. I feel like they lost for some reason. But I just don't feel like Wales have a chance in hell, to be honest.
They drew.
Okay,
they drew
so
against Switzerland.
A win or a draw, depending on how the other games go, will go in their favour. But then I think both teams, no. Well, I think they might need to either have a draw.
I think they need a draw.
Switzerland beat Turkey. No, I mean.
I'm gonna get this table
both games, right?
So Switzerland drew against Wales, and lost against Italy yesterday. So they're at 1 point. Turkey, I think it's safe to say that they're out of this one.
Out. So Wales either need a win or a draw, depending on how the game of the Switzerland game and Turkey game go. Right.
But bearing in mind, you can go through in third position. So if the 4 teams that have got the highest points, that are third in the table in their group, they can qualify as well.
That would be depending on other groups as well, what they land on. But
so, I mean, there's still hope. Even for Turkey, there's a bit of hope.
But Wales, I'm sorry to tell you that the Dragons,
the
flame is out.
Damn.
You man might go through,
damn,
but that is at best.
Damn.
The flame's out.
Harsh words.
Because again, it's like, we all know that Gareth Bale is the star, the superstar, but he's not he's not Gareth Bale of old.
I mean, let's talk about his performance yesterday a little bit.
He gave a match winning performance.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. He missed that penalty, and I was like, "Bro, this guy, bro, get out of here," because the miss was even crazy, bro. I heard there was even a stat about it or something like that. Like no one in the Euros has, you know, there's always a stat for everything, innit? But in the last 5 minutes of that game, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I saw something that only the kind of elite players have the audacity to try and do. Like, normally in a game like that, it's 1-0 or whatever, you go and sit down or sit back or hold the ball in the corner and stuff like that. There was opportunities that he could have held the ball in the corner. The first one, he beat the man on the line, took it for a ride, and then played it back into the thing. Them lot got a corner from it. Same thing, he got the ball from the corner, drove in, and then passed the ball, and that's how they got the other goal as well.
Well, he was man of the match. He got 2 assists. So he did play well, but again, as a star man, there's only so much you can do for one team if you don't have other certain man stepping up with you.
Okay.
But like I said, the Dragons, the flame is out. Because even if they do get through, the team that they do play, I don't see them beating them.
I heard that.
And if they do, I eat my words.
I heard that.
But the Dragon is the Flames is.
Wait, so who do you think has more chance in this thing? Scotland or Wales?
Wales. But the Charizard thing.
I said the Charizard thing. Are you mad?
Is out.
Wait.
Out. Out.
Okay. So I'm just gonna highlight. Well, like I said, there are potential spots for teams to qualify in their third position, and a group that I've found interesting is the Belgian group. So we've got Belgium, Russia, Finland, and Denmark. As it stands right now, we've got Belgium, Russia, and Finland all on 3 points. Denmark on 0 right now, and Finland. I'm not gonna lie, Finland have been looking interesting. I've been watching Finland, and they look like an interesting team.
Finland actually who did they play yesterday?
They played Russia yesterday.
Russia beat them 1-0, and it was what a finish, what a goal that was.
It was a goal.
I don't see Denmark coming out of that group. Obviously, Christian Eriksen, what happened to him? I feel like that will take a massive blow on their confidence, and rightly so. I don't see them coming out of that group.
I heard that.
Finland, they do look very interesting, but again, it all depends on what happens in the other groups and who actually lands on, who has the more points as well. So Finland, they're all right, but again,
one other team as well. One other team that just came to mind. Sorry for if we don't mention your team, I'm sorry. Listen, bam,
it's Pete.
You know what I mean? But Netherlands, Holland, the Dutchmen,
they look a bit dry. Like, because if we're saying Spain look dry, you have to put them in the same category then.
But I feel like they'll beat Spain. I feel like Spain don't have anything really going for them. With Holland, I still feel like they've got some guys that can do stuff.
They do, because they do have players as well. But I think as a team, this looks a bit stale.
I heard that.
It looks just a bit stale, but
I hear that.
But they get the job done.
They do get the job done.
You know what I'm trying to say? So I do see them qualifying for their group, but again, it all depends on who they get next. And if they're strong enough to, see the other team through. But again, it's tournament football, isn't it? Anything can happen.
That's the thing. Like,
really,
especially with this Euros as well. Like, it's always somebody that unexpected.
And there isn't 2 legs.
That's the thing as well. That's the thing. So
whoever's on it on that day, it's on it.
It could really be a mad one. But as always, we like to continue this conversation down below. Have you been watching any of this Copa America stuff?
I haven't been watching it. I find Copa.
I've
never watched Copa America in my life. I feel like it is dry. The same teams that will be winning, Brazil and Argentina, maybe the Chile here and there, but I don't fancy
it. Really
it.
Just Brazil, you know.
Yeah, I don't really fancy it. I don't fancy
I'm not gonna lie, like even the times of those matches, 10 p.m, 1 a.m. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I'm sleeping.
Bruv, I'm not really about that one still.
But Copa America is dry. It's dry.
It's very, very dry, but very, very watch competition. I'm not gonna lie, I said this, I've said it with my chest. I even like AFCON better than Copa America, bro.
Facts. No, facts. Facts. Even though you're seeing crazy challenges, but one thing you do know is that you'll see quality. I'm not to say that there's no quality in Copa America, but I just feel like you said, the times and that, no one ain't really got time.
Yeah, man.
And the people that are staying up to watch it, you man are grinding.
Yeah,
you man are grinding.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would have shouted you, man. That's a bit of a waste.
You man are grinding, and
I'd
in
rather
your
be
heart,
watching playoffs, bruv.
in your heart, you man know you man are grinding to watch that football.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's even talk about Pogba, because everyone is
true.
still talking
That's
about
true.
France Pogba and Man United Pogba.
Yeah.
And yes, everyone has valid points to compare the two. Is I think I saw someone say it's like night and day. It's that clear to see the quality.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think, or why do you think that is?
For me, honestly, it goes back to that same point as well. Like when you're around a lot more competent players that can actually aid you in playing how you play.
Yeah.
When you're actually playing in your actual position.
Yeah.
You get the best out of the player.
Yeah.
You get the best out of the player. I mean, let's go to the person that everyone, like the whole world likes to compare him to, KDB. KDB is not even the same player. As good as he is, and as good as that Belgian team is on paper, he's not even the same man at Belgium.
But no one doesn't want to have that conversation. They don't want to have that conversation yet.
They don't want to have it.
Because, yes, everyone says the big difference for Paul Pogba is Kante, because he has a Kante with him. And yeah, I feel like at Man United, we try and make him play more deeper, but really he's like an 8/10-ish. All of the magic that happens, it can happen from midway to the opposition's final third, where we see his real talent.
Yeah.
So, when we actually get into the podcast and we chat about Man United, that's the kind of things that Solskjaer has to look at. I need to get someone who can sweep up, but where we can now allow Pogba to be Pogba.
Yeah.
And I think another thing is, like we were saying, maybe in the last one, is that everyone knows who Pogba is in his team. Everyone knows the type of man and what he brings to the table.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he gets that same respect at United.
I don't think so.
Everyone's saying, Bruno this, Bruno that. Yeah, Bruno is talented, Bruno is a baller, but Paul Pogba is the best player at Manchester United. I know that's not a Man United thing, but it's just we see it now anyway. We saw what he was doing. To the point where everyone was saying, Cruz got schooled and this and that, but then the same fans or footballing fans will now, when it comes to the Prem, Pogba this and Pogba that. So there's a lot of factors, and I do agree, Pogba should take responsibility in certain aspects on the pitch when it comes to Man United. He should be like, I'm Pogba, I do need to pick up my game for this team.
Should do that, but at the same time,
but you still need the players.
I played football yesterday, and I know how it is when you're playing with guys that, I don't know, just not.
Hey, Shaggs lost his head.
Listen,
his head was gone. His head was gone. He said to a man, where do you want me? Wherever you want me, I'll play there. Where you want me to play? You want two wingers. You want me to play as a winger again? He said, don't come and talk to me again. But you still scored, to be fair. You still scored. But again, that's football, innit? That's football. You do need players around you to also bring the best out of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't just. It's not. Again, football is, other 10 men on the pitch.
Yeah.
So you need to. Everyone needs to do their role and their job, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Pogba, keep on doing your thing, because
100.
I think he's the greatest. I think he's better than KDB personally.
Ability-wise?
Yeah, ability-wise.
100%.
But obviously, what KDB's doing,
obviously,
when people do come, bring what he's done in the few years at City, that's what trumps it. But again, I don't know, man.
I guess the question that needs to be asked, or to be honest, the question that Oli or whoever would be in charge next season at United is, how do you get the best out of Pogba in this team, or what do we need to do to get the best in this team?
It's just getting a real DM. because the way we're playing or the way he's played is very risky. No, not risky, but very, very safe. Very safe. But yeah, Copa needs someone next to him that will say to him, you know what? You go and create and help either Bruno in those areas, and you create from deep, and let me mop up. But when I need you, I need you, because we're in France, he comes and does that duty. But the way he does it is he defends more of the passing lanes rather than actual tackling. That's Kante's role. Do you understand? So
it's true.
That's what United need to bring for Pogba, to be honest. So
I want Declan Rice in that DM role. I don't know, some people might not agree with me,
I'm
but I'm telling you.
For some reason,
I know
for some reason, I don't know. I'm not really a big believer of Declan Rice.
I'm telling you, this guy,
he's got ability, but I don't know.
Do you know what he just needs to do? Any of these games, probably he's not been the best to do this in the Euros. But any West Ham game, wherever, we don't know where he's going to be next season. But just watch him. Watch him. I'm telling you, you will like this guy.
I'll take Declan Rice in more.
You will like this guy
in Prem this season.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm just not a big believer.
I hear that. And on that note, that's game week 1 of the Euros. Game week 2 is coming up. As always, we're going to be here. The conversation continues on Insta and on all the platforms that are coming. So make sure you guys are engaging. We've got more content coming for you guys, so stay posted.
We're not trying to stop.
Do you know what I mean, man? Do you know what I mean? A lot of people, a lot of the competition have got comfortable while we've been away. But listen, we're back, baby.
He's on one. He wants blood. But yeah, we are out.